Hey guys, this is Yubikiri here, and welcome to the Mobius Final Fantasy Helper's Guide. We will be going over the Breaker role. In this guide, I will be teaching you how to properly set up your decks, as well as knowing how to play your role effectively in multiplayer. Moving on to the setup. The first and foremost support ability card you need is Artemis. She is a must-have priority for all breakers if you want to hack their red bar away quickly. If you don't have her, buy her from the shop. The second most effective cards are the Elemental Poo-Poo cards. These guys bring elemental weakness in your basic attacks to whoever you're fighting against is weakest to. They also provide 25% additional resistance to that element, so it is wise to bring 2 Poo-Poos in battle to be more durable and more break effective. Last but not least, these are optional cards you could bring if you want to really take out their entire red bar completely. They provide breakdown defense debuffs onto the enemies and can make your life much easier breaking them. Now for rotations. When attacking the yellow bar, the order of rotation is Healer, Attacker, Breaker, and Defender. Once the red bar is left, the order sort of reverses with the Healer going first, Breaker, Defender, and then Attacker, although it's not usually the case in certain situations. Alright, let's move on to the battle phase. At the very start of the battle, the goal in which to take out the enemy are the guards first, mainly guard B. It's important to know that as the breaker, you are to go third, allowing the healer and attacker to attack and drive before you go in next. Your job is to simply attack their red bar while also driving yourself and feeding orbs to your team for their next ability. Don't forget to pay attention to your own orbs, since you need enough life orbs to use Artemis as well as using the Poo-Poo to boost your break power. Repeat the same steps until you've completely taken out their yellow bar for the next phase of attack. By now, everyone and especially the attacker should have enough orbs to take down a guard completely. This is your cue to strike first to break them, but also to make sure to measure in your head if you think a few basic attacks are more than enough to do so. Sometimes it is best to completely use all your moves just to be sure. If the attacker doesn't finish a guard off, simply repeat the same steps again. However, in some special cases, if you have acquired the legendary Mythic Ninja job, he is especially effective against Ilfrid and Shiva, since he is also part breaker and attacker due to his high magic. Once again, going back from the previous step, you can assist the attacker in finishing off the guard from the moment you break them, or after if the attacker doesn't kill them completely, will you then go in on the offensive. Once you finish off both guards, be prepared to face on the boss head on, as he will try to use his ultimate attack once his guards are down. At this point on, you are nearly there in breaking the boss. When the boss's red bar is low enough, you can then cue your team to let them know you'll be going first to break them. For some classes, they usually would have their ultimates ready, so be sure to use them to break the boss. During break phase, if you know that your attacker cannot finish the boss, it's best to reserve or feed your team some orbs if the attacker requests for it. But by the time the yellow bar is up again, repeat the previous steps. If you follow my steps correctly, then you are well on your way to becoming the Warrior of Light. And now, as what Sarah would always say,
go now and fight with honor! My warriors, my heroes!
thanks again for watching, and this is Yubikiri, signing off.